beauty contains its own validation, its own obviousness, its own irrefutable element. It just is, and you react. You can't do anything about it. You can't refute it. You see a beautiful thing, and the only way that you could possibly refute such a thing is to destroy your own soul in the process, to utterly repress something about the inside of you. And that's the end right there. When we talk about defending the faith through the arts, you're basically bringing people to a point where they must either concede the value and the importance and the just awesomeness of whatever it is you're presenting, or else be utterly destroyed from the inside. They must commit suicide of the mind, of the heart, of the soul, in order to give up the obviousness of the thing you're presenting. Now, what kind of a world might it be if there exists the ability, or exist things that can so compel us to have these reactions that to deny them is to reject our whole humanity? Is it a materialistic world where there is no God? That's what many people believe. I mean, what options are there? There's Buddhism, there's Islam. I mean, who deals theologically, or who deals with that fact? Is there some system out there besides Christianity that says, I can explain that? I know why when you go out underneath the stars, they're beautiful at night here. You look up, we don't have the lights around, some of you had the opportunity, and it just grabs you. How do you explain that? Well, many times they explain it simply by refusing to explain it. They just take it for granted. Like, why do we know that reason is reasonable? Because we have to assume that, otherwise we wouldn't be able to reason. Yes, but don't you feel like you ought to be able to explain why that's the case? No, I'll just take it for granted. Okay, well, how about, I think my viewpoint's more superior if it explains more than yours, and therefore you're ridiculous. And then list like 10 more things that they can't explain. And actually you can probably come up with 10, 20, 30 things if you begin to get creative that they have no other explanation for. They just are going to take for granted. Art has the ability of bringing these things to them in the privacy of their minds and their personal experience of reality. Because, if I have a conversation, if I argue it, they're going to defend themselves, right? But when you're beholding a work of art or something beautiful, that's on the inside. It's between you and something, right? Something real is going on. What happened there? You can't argue with